Changes. Changes. Always changes. Change always changes. That's the one constant in life. In my 30s, I thought I had it pretty well figured out, but it took getting to my 40s to realize there's a whole hell of a lot I didn't know. I can pinpoint the date when I felt blindsided by emotion, conflicting feeling, terrible sadness at the unfairness of life, jubilation at the awakening of senses, art, music, beauty. May 29th, 2001. It's true, I can mark the date. I woke up, I blinked, looked around in wonder. Now, I was painting in California for a woman doing faux finish, and I traveled from Oregon to work for her. I was restoring some 17th century French doors that she had imported from Europe. And I was listening to music that was new to my ears. It was Andrea Bocelli, Sarah Brightman, and some Celtic music that she put on her sound system. And I was lost in thought about Michelle's illness. Michelle was the most vibrant human that I knew. One of my dearest life friends, a rare friend. And on that day, she was still alive. She still talked about getting better, but the cancer was everywhere. Her ovary, femurs, uterus, lungs, brain. She had surgery, chemo, radiation, agony for her, only to suffocate finally from the tumors in her lungs. It made and makes no sense to me. She was an herbalist. She was destined to be a wise old woman. She didn't make it to 52. On that day, I was so sad that, and then I heard this music and I saw the beauty of this art that I was creating, and I realized I was the first artist in like 400 years that had touched these doors. I realized that I'd been asleep for a long time and that I couldn't let Michelle's illness be for nothing. And so I decided right then that I would live more fully in her honor. And I determined not to fall asleep in my awareness again. And I saw how I'd been denying so many things for so long. Things that really touched my soul because, you know, it's just easier to conform. That I learned that I adapt to situations and to people so well, and I'd done it for so long that I didn't even think that I had my own preferences. Oh, I knew I was missing out on what I might want, but when it came up for me, I just stuffed it back down so I wouldn't have to stand up or to take a stand. I guess it all has to come out sometime. I'm just sorry that it took the death of a dear friend to make me open my eyes. But now that my transformation, my awakening has begun, it can't be stopped. I wouldn't if I could, but I fear what's ahead. Oh, changes. Fearful of the journey. Oh, so much fear. I'm taking small steps, but many of them at once. And then I back off and I let it sink in. I'm listening to music, learning about what I like, discovering. I've discovered that although I don't really like to do exercise, I like to dance and I like to move to music. And so I do that. And I had had a painting in my head for weeks, trying to get it on paper and getting that concept and making progress, but not letting go. And suddenly the symbolism of that idea just burst into reality, and then it's accompanied by several other paintings. Exhilarating, frightening, so much at once. I really can't take it all in sometimes, so I hold up the shield of self-medication. A beer, a drink, some pot. Times like these, I understand schizophrenia. I'm immersed in this, and yet I can view myself with an almost clinical detachment. I feel so deeply that I'm afraid to feel. Scary. Well, time to sleep now. I began dreaming again. It's been a long time since I even remember dreaming. Years. I began again a few months ago. Not often, but vivid and memorable. Funny. I never realized I didn't dream until I started dreaming again. And then I had to wonder, how healthy can it be for a creative person not to dream?